Egypt, a land of scorching deserts and a mighty river. This is where one of the world's greatest civilizations blossomed, a civilization that has left an indelible mark on history. The Nile River was its lifeblood, a source of sustenance and prosperity. Flowing from deep within Africa, it brought life to the parched land, transforming barren deserts into fertile fields. Each year, the Nile would flood, leaving behind fertile silt, a natural fertilizer that enriched the soil. This gift allowed farmers to grow crops like wheat and barley, ensuring a stable food supply for the population. The Nile also provided a way to travel and trade, acting as a natural highway that connected distant communities. Boats laden with goods sailed up and down its length, facilitating commerce and cultural exchange. Communities grew along the riverbanks, connected by this watery highway, thriving in the shadow of the river. Without the Nile, there would be no Egypt, no pyramids, no pharaohs. It shaped their world and their destiny, influencing every aspect of their lives. Ancient Egyptians revered the Nile, seeing it as a divine gift. They called it Ar, meaning black, for the color of its fertile soil, a symbol of life and renewal. They celebrated its annual flooding with festivals, honoring the river that sustained them. This vital river made life possible in the harsh desert landscape, turning it into a cradle of civilization. It was the foundation upon which their entire civilization was built, a testament to the power of nature and human ingenuity. Imagine a ruler with absolute power. A ruler considered a god on earth. That was the Pharaoh of ancient Egypt. The word Pharaoh originally meant great house, referring to the palace. But the Pharaoh was far more than just a king. Egyptians believed the Pharaoh was the human embodiment of Horus, the falcon god. He maintained order and balance in the land. He controlled the army, made laws, and owned all the land. He was also the high priest of every temple, responsible for pleasing the gods. Life for a pharaoh was filled with rituals and responsibilities. He had to appease the gods to ensure the Nile's floods and protect Egypt from harm. His power was immense, and his decisions impacted the lives of every Egyptian. The ancient Egyptians were deeply religious people whose lives were intertwined with their beliefs and rituals. They believed in a vast pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with unique attributes and responsibilities. Each deity controlled a different aspect of life, death or the natural world, influencing everything from the flooding of the Nile to the success of their harvests. Ra, the sun god, was the most important among them. He was believed to travel across the sky during the day and journey through the underworld at night. He represented light, warmth, and life itself, essential elements for the survival and prosperity of the people. Temples were considered the homes of the gods on earth, serving as a bridge between the divine and the mortal realms. They were grand structures filled with towering columns and intricate carvings designed to honor the gods and reflect their glory. Priests and priestesses tended to the temple and performed daily rituals to honor the gods, ensuring their favor and protection. Ordinary Egyptians visited temples to offer prayers, seek guidance, or give thanks, believing that their devotion would be rewarded. The Egyptians also believed in an afterlife, a continuation of existence beyond death. They believed that after death, a part of their soul called the Ka lived on, requiring sustenance and comfort. The Ka needed sustenance and comfort in the afterlife, just like a living person, leading to the practice of placing food, drink, and other offerings in tombs. This belief led to the development of elaborate burial practices, including mummification and the construction of magnificent tombs filled with treasures, designed to ensure a comfortable and prosperous afterlife for the deceased. The pyramids of Giza are perhaps the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. Standing as silent sentinels of a bygone era, these massive structures were built as tombs for pharaohs, the god-kings of ancient Egypt, who were believed to become divine in the afterlife. They stand as a testament to Egyptian ingenuity, engineering, and architectural prowess, showcasing the advanced skills and knowledge of the ancient builders. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years, a record that speaks volumes about its monumental scale and the ambition of its creators. Building a pyramid was a colossal undertaking involving meticulous planning, vast resources, and the coordination of thousands of workers. It required the labor of thousands of skilled workers over many years, each contributing their expertise in stone carving, transportation and construction. Stone blocks, some weighing tons, were quarried, transported and then precisely placed using ramps, levers and rollers, a feat of engineering that still amazes us today. The interior chambers of the pyramids were decorated with intricate carvings and paintings, depicting scenes from the pharaoh's life and the journey to the afterlife. The pyramids were more than just tombs, they were gateways to the afterlife, designed to ensure the pharaoh's safe passage and eternal life among the gods. They were designed to help the pharaoh's soul ascend to the heavens and join the gods. A belief that underscored the Egyptians' profound reverence for the afterlife. The immense size and grandeur of the pyramids reflect the importance the Egyptians placed on death and the afterlife, a testament to their enduring quest for eternity and the divine. Section 5. Artists and scribes capturing beauty and knowledge. Ancient Egypt left behind a rich legacy of art and writing. Their art was highly stylized and symbolic. Paintings and carvings adorned the walls of tombs and temples, depicting scenes from daily life, mythology, and the afterlife. Figures were often shown in profile, with exaggerated features and bright colors. Hieroglyphics, the Egyptian writing system, was a complex combination of logographic and alphabetic elements. Each symbol represented a word, sound, or idea. Scribes were highly respected individuals who recorded religious texts, historical events, and even literature. They wrote on papyrus, a paper-like material made from the papyrus plant. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone in 1799, inscribed with the same text in hieroglyphics, Demotic script, a simplified form of writing, and ancient Greek, was a pivotal moment. It allowed scholars to finally decipher hieroglyphics and unlock the secrets of Egyptian writing. Section 6. Stargazers and healers' ancient wisdom unveiled. The ancient Egyptians were keen observers of the natural world. They developed sophisticated systems of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. Their mathematicians used a decimal system and could perform complex calculations, which they applied to surveying, construction, and accounting. Egyptian astronomers charted the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. They developed a calendar based on the solar year, with 365 days divided into 12 months. They could even predict astronomical events like the annual flooding of the Nile, which coincided with the rising of the star Sirius. Egyptian physicians were renowned in the ancient world for their healing skills. They developed a thorough understanding of anatomy and could treat a variety of ailments using herbs, minerals, and even surgery. They also developed advanced techniques for embalming and mummification, preserving bodies for the afterlife. Section 7. The setting sun, internal strife and external threats. For centuries, ancient Egypt flourished, a beacon of civilization in the ancient world, yet even the mightiest empires can fall. A combination of internal strife and external pressures eventually led to the decline of this once great power. Internal conflicts, such as power struggles between pharaohs, weak rulers, and economic problems, weakened the empire from within. As the central government lost its grip, Egypt became vulnerable to external threats. Invasions by foreign powers like the Libyans, Nubians, Assyrians, and Persians put a further strain on the empire. By 332 BC, when Alexander the Great conquered Egypt, the once mighty empire was a shadow of its former self. Although Egyptian culture continued to thrive under Greek and Roman rule, the era of the pharaohs had come to an end. Section 8. Echoes of Egypt enduring legacy on the world stage. Ancient Egypt may have faded into history, but its legacy lives on. The pyramids, temples, and tombs remain as awe-inspiring reminders of a civilization that thrived thousands of years ago. Their art, architecture, and mythology continue to captivate and inspire us today. Egyptian inventions and ideas like their calendar, mathematics, and architectural techniques influenced other cultures and laid the groundwork for later civilizations. Their contributions to art, writing, and science were significant, leaving an indelible mark on human history. Even today, new discoveries about ancient Egypt continue to surface, enriching our understanding of this fascinating civilization. The echoes of their culture resonate through time, reminding us of the enduring power of human creativity and ingenuity.